अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल अंबियाइ व अशरफिल मुरसलीन अम्मा बअद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम उज़िना लिल्लज़ीना युक़ातलूना बिअन्नहुम ज़ुलिमू व इन्नल्लाहा अला नस्रिहिम लक़दीर सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम व सदक़ रसूलुहुन नबिय्युल करीमुल अमीनुर रऊफ़ुर रहीम। Dear audience, Today my topic is jihad. The Muslims were first granted to fight back in this ayah. Uzina lillazina yuqataluna bi annahum zulimu wa inna Allah ala nasrihim laqadir. Allah Almighty said, the permission of war has been given to them against whom war has been waged because they are oppressed. Without a doubt, Allah Almighty has the power to help them. Dear audience, the early Muslims almost suffered 15 years in the hand of Makkans. They plundered their wealth, their property, and killed and drove their families out of Makkah. Even after migrating to surrounding areas and to the city of Medina, they never leave them alone. From this verse I recited above, one can easily know the reason for the permission to fight back. Dear audience, Muslims as followers of Islam are assigned the duty of jihad to spread the message of Islam. They permitted to qital to defend themselves, their families, their property, their livelihood, and to over those who hinder their struggle in the prophetic duty of spreading Islam. Jihad, as per various dictionaries, literally defined as the struggle, fighting, holy war by Muslims, a religious war. However, jihad is a term that cannot be defined by any of its literally means in Arabic. Jihad should be more correctly referred as the striving of Muslims with utmost effort in the way of Allah by adhering every rule and regulation related to it with the intent of greater good of Muslims and non-Muslims, and to achieve prominence for Deen Islam. Therefore, every struggle and difficulty Muslims undertake to spread the message of Almighty would be defined as jihad. Dear audience, more like many other things, fighting and killing and spilling blood for one reason to another is the part of human nature. If these evil aspects of human nature would not be controlled and regulated, it is impossible to bring peace to the earth. The oppressors and tyrants never let a single soul live in peace on earth. In fact, they wish to bury them beneath it. Instead, if fight back is not permitted, then consequently not many people left alive. When fight back is permitted, it is accompanied with clear-cut and comprehensive rules to prevent oppressed to become oppressors themselves when they trump over their oppressors. Dear audience, what are these rules that stops oppressed to become oppressors themselves when they trump over their oppressors? These rules are clearly defined in the words of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. They said to Mujahideen, you found temples with monks, beware, you will not cause any harm to them, nor kill women, children and old agers, nor cut dead trees and any other trees, nor destroy any property and structure. I like to end my speech with this prayer. May Allah give success to those who try to defend their land and Islam in Palestine and Kashmir. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil